Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. For the video today, I'm very excited because I'm going to be unboxing and talking about something that I just received in the mail today, and I hope it holds the answer to solving a lot of pain for me. I know I've spoken on my channel before about chronic period pain or really painful periods, chronic abdominal pain, and also really bad back pain, and this device that I'm about to unbox should hopefully help that. It is the Ovira, and I'm going to get into how it works, I would assume, after this portion of the video, but I'm going to do a separate review and talk all about that. But for now, this is just going to be me unboxing it. I received it today and just needed to do this part now because I want to start using it. I'm very excited, so let's not waste any more time. But I do have the Ovira in this box here, and also spare love handles. I will sort of talk about what they are in a sec, but I've got these things in the mail today. I only ordered it 2 days ago as well, so it came very quick. But haven't opened it up yet. I think this is just a sleeve on the outside. It says welcome to a new period. And then here, so it says Ovira. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I wasn't sure if it was Ovira or Ovira, but every time I've heard people say it, I've heard Ovira. I'm just going to open this up. Ooh. It's opening slowly like the iPhone boxes. Come on. That's it. Now, I will say it's nicely packaged. Orange isn't normally my thing, but this is a very happy color. So that seems to be the device. I will be honest, I had heard reviews about this, but I think that's a good thing. That's how I'd heard about it. I've heard pretty good things, and I'm keen to try it myself. But it's just in the top here, and then there's a little panel down the bottom. Okay, this is just all the little extras. I believe on the back of that sleeve it said everything inside. So it's got a little diagram on the side of everything in the package. There is one Ovira unit, 2 love handle pads and gels, 1 pair of replacement love handle gels, 1 USB charging cable, and it says 1 Y cable, 1 manual, and 1 pouch. So there's a fair bit in here, but it's all pretty small. Now I'll open the device part in a sec, but down the bottom there is a little bag like they said, and I believe this is good for storing everything in, although I will probably keep it in the box. I don't know. I do like this. It's pretty sturdy, but like they said, everything's in here. So there is gel refills, and I believe this is how the pads stick to the body. This is like a sticky gel. There is a hard plastic disc that the pads stick to after I peel the plastic off them, and these are the actual love handles. So I'll start assembling it in a sec, but these are the actual pads that adhere to the body. And again, later on in the video, I'll explain fully how it works. Maybe it's obvious, it's like a TENS machine. I have used a TENS machine before, and again, I'll talk about my experience with that in the past, but this is just a lot more appealing to me. So I've got a little diagram, or, you know, instruction manual. It looks to be pretty self-explanatory, but this is just information about charging it and where to place it, since there are some, not rules, but guidance on where to best place it. And then I've got my cables. So I might actually start assembling it. I do think I need to charge it though, so let me not jump the gun. I'll follow the instructions, but I just want to get this baby out because I want to see how big it is, or small. That's part of the reason why this appealed to me. And again, I'll go more in depth later, but I have used a TENS machine in the past. It's not one that I purchased, I just borrowed it from a family member, and that thing was chunky. It was not possible to walk around with, so I kind of like the idea. I do remember it was a very old TENS machine though, so I'm not sure if they've changed technology over the years, but it didn't feel great. It felt weird. I'm keen to give this one a try though, and obviously part of the huge appeal on this one is the fact that it is super tiny. Now, it has a little clip at the back, so you can clip it on your waistband when you're wearing, and the sticky pads attach to the body. They stick to the body. But this is easy to clip onto clothes. I know a lot of women clip it on their waistbands, but I can't remember who said it. Someone said that they clip theirs to their bra strap, and I think that's probably an even better idea for me. I'll obviously see how I go when I wear it, but this is super tiny. I remember thinking that it'd be about the size of my AirPods case. It's a bit longer, definitely skinnier, and narrower, if that makes sense. It's super small and it's very light. I feel like depending on where you place it, I mean, if I placed it by my hips or certainly on my bra strap at the, like, not bra strap, but bottom of the bra band, I feel like it wouldn't be possible to tell that you're wearing it. So I'll be putting that to the test too over the coming days, or as and when I feel I need it. I think for now I definitely want to start using it just because I'm excited. And lucky for me, today has been a bit of a bad pain day, so I never thought I'd say those words, but that's a good thing to try this out. On the front here, it's got plus and minus, and I'm assuming a little on-off switch because it's got that, what seems to be universal symbol for on and off. I'm just having a little check at the start guide. Okay, so I've got to charge it before I can plug in the love handles, but that's okay. I am interested to see how long it charges, and then I guess I'll give it a spin. But that's it for now. I'm going to charge it and I'll check back in after when I assemble it. So nice. This just plugs into like a USB outlet, and it is currently flashing like a light green or yellow, and obviously that's charging. Okay, so it says in here that it is yellow, so I guess it's flashing yellow when it's charging, and it goes green when it's fully charged, and white is just when it's on, so that little color changes as it goes. So I guess I'm just going to leave it charge, and then I can start using it. So my period started the other day, a couple days after I got the Ovira, which is good timing. I suppose my periods are very random because of the bar and also my recent discovery about having adenomyosis, but it's helped having the Ovira this time. I normally have very debilitating periods, just chronic pain in general, and for that I have used it almost, I want to say every day since I got it. It's helped my pain in my ovaries that happen at random times, my chronic abdominal pain and back pain. And I used it just for that, as I felt to test it out at the start. But when my period did start the other day, I started using it exclusively on my lower abdomen and sort of playing around with spots. I think it's helpful to sort of keep above my ovaries for me. That seems to work, and I've gotten a lot of use out of it. So normally with my periods they are very painful, and this one is as well. It's not at the like super debilitating state where I need to use codeine, because a lot of times I do, along with a heat pack, sort of resting and taking days off work. This time around I didn't need codeine or taking a day off work. I think maybe because of the Ovira, or maybe because the pain was a little bit lighter. I suspect it was a combination of both. But this time around I just had to use Nurofen. I've liked to use a heat pack on my back when I've had the Ovira on my front, or vice versa. But yeah, this period I think has been quite manageable with the Ovira. I was able to go to work. I think it's quite shocking for me at the fact I didn't need to take any days off. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to use it and see how I go, and it has really helped. So I'm so happy with that. I think that it just couldn't have come at a better time, and even though this pain sucks, I'm glad that I have something that helps, and I'm glad that I have it now. I don't know if I'm making sense, but obviously it's been on my radar for a bit, and I wish I ordered it sooner, like a couple of months back when I had ones that were weeks and months long. But yeah, no time like the present. I'm glad that I have it now, It's currently not on me. It is charging just because I have used it a fair bit. I still haven't had to charge it that much. I think I saw in the pamphlet that it's meant to last like 8 to 10 hours, but I suppose maybe that's on a certain frequency, or I don't even know how to describe it, a certain level of pulsation maybe. And I've kind of fluctuated with the amount that I'm using it in terms of the strength. Again, I really don't know the terminology there. I'm going to make more sense in a clip following this one, but I've gotten, I think, a good few days out. I've really only charged it twice, so that's not bad for daily use for me. But yes, it is on charge and it should be done soon. I'm going to check in like 5 minutes because I need to start using it again and get up and start doing a few things. So that's what it's good for. I really love the fact that I don't need to be lying here like a lump with a heat pack. I can put it on and sort of move around and do what I need to do. So I'm going to get up and get that in a bit. And I guess I'll see you in the next clip. Alright, so I've been using the Ovira for about a week and a half at this point. And while yes, that is not that much time, I've definitely gotten a good use out of it, considering I struggle with chronic abdominal pain and back pain, as well as having my period start in this time. Yummy! I've had a good use out of it. So this is in all these areas, on my abdomen, my back, specific pain in my ovaries. I've gotten a fair few opportunities to try and treat the pain with the Ovira, so I guess I'm a pretty good guinea pig for this sort of device to share my opinion. Now, I know when I unboxed the Ovira at the very start of this video, I did explain or briefly mention that it is a TENS machine, or it uses that same technology, and I didn't really expand on that, but I'll put a bit of sciencey information here explaining what that is, what it means. I guess the easiest way I can explain it though in how it feels is the fact that it kind of feels like pins and needles, which I know sometimes, or some of you might think that doesn't sound that appealing, but just think about it. It's kind of distracting from the pain and it does relax. It's almost like a numbing feeling. So I don't know, maybe other people think it feels like something different, but I like how it feels. I think it does distract from the pain and help relax either my abdomen, if it's my uterus, or my ovaries, even though I tend to place it in the same spots on the front of my body, around my ovaries, I guess, and just on my back as well. I found relief there too. One thing I really like about this device is the fact that it has so many different levels of strength in the pulses that it's putting out, and I suppose I can just liken this to a previous experience in using a TENS unit in the past, which again I also mentioned in the previous clip. But when I've used an old TENS machine in the past, I think it was about 10 years ago, and the machine may very well have been 10 years old at the time, but I remember it was bulky, it wasn't really as portable. I don't even think it was rechargeable. It might have had batteries in it, to be honest. It was clunky, and one thing, I think the biggest downside is the fact that it basically went from nothing to extremely heavy sort of feeling. It was painful to use, and that's why I thought, I guess a TENS unit isn't going to work for me. But I really like the fact that there's so many different levels with the Ovira, and I found that over the course of using it for the past week, I can start slow and sort of build my way up. I think that's probably the best way to do it, and over time I've just been going to higher frequencies, and I think that really helps. Plus, something that I thought I'd mention in case you're going to have one of these, if you're not really sure how to change the tones in there with the, well, I mean obviously it's very easy with the buttons, but changing different levels just to try and suit the pain, it will feel very extreme for the first few seconds when you change it up a notch, but just sort of breathe and wait 5 seconds and then you'll feel a lot better, trust me. Each time that I press up, I do take a moment and ooh, and then all of a sudden I'm fine. Now again, kind of comparing it to the previous TENS device that I've used, it is super small, and I think I've probably said that here already, but it really is teeny tiny. I have the pads on the plastic disc at the moment because it's not in use, but this thing is seriously so small and lightweight. Obviously I don't forget that I'm wearing it because I can feel that it's working, but it doesn't get in the way of outfits or anything like that. I found my favorite way to wear it is definitely the idea that I heard of, again, I think it was maybe I don't know what her last name is, Erin. I think she was on Love Island. She's spoken about this in the past. I know that she has spoken a lot about endometriosis, and she's spoken her praise on this, but I think she was the one who said that she clips hers to her bra band, and I found that is a pretty good method, just sort of placing it, like clipping it up underneath at the base of the bra band, and having the little pads down on the front. Of course, waistband is good too, and I've just done that depending on the outfit, and of course I found that easier on days where I wear this on my back, although I think most of the time I've worn this on my back it's been at home, but I've just found no matter what I'm wearing, it's easy, it fits on, and doesn't really stand out because everything is so thin. I've worn this with a lot of outfits too. I have obviously worn it at home in pajamas and comfy clothes, but I wore it with jeans one day and a lot of different skirts, so things like fit and flare type skirts, or even, not a bodycon but more of a pencil skirt. So all of those times I've worn it, I haven't had any issues, and I think it's worked really well. I thought I'd just mention that point because I've put it to the test with lots of outfits, and each time I've worn it, it's been fine. Now, if I don't place it on in the morning, I do bring it in my bag with me to work in the little bag, and I think if I go through periods of not using it, because I'm sure I won't use it every single day forever, I'm just going through a phase at the moment of obviously needing it during my period, and I was keen to test it out when I first got it, but this is what I've been using to transport it around in, and I have kept a hold of the box because I think that'll be a good spot to keep the device and the pads and my spare sticky gels and the charger and everything like that. So that's just how I'm going to keep it long term, but the bag's a pretty good size. I've obviously kept the device inside there, and I found it also works pretty well to keep a spare pad. But yes, I've just brought this out with me to work in my bag so I could put it on during the day, and that's worked out really well as well. Obviously, I've already said it's small, doesn't take up much room, but yeah, this little thing truly has been a lifesaver. I think I mentioned in the brief clip before this one that I haven't taken any codeine this period, so that's pretty shocking. I think this has worked so well for me. What else is there to mention? I think I did want to say the pads are still looking pretty good, despite the fact I've gotten a fair bit of use out of it. Like I keep saying, still very sticky. I have been very careful just to sort of keep them on the disc when I'm not using, and I've made sure not to put any moisturizer on my skin in the areas where I'll be placing them. I have also gone over once in this past week and just wiped down the pad, since I noticed a little bit of sticky residue getting on there. And I might do that again, I don't know if you can see. But I just thought if I keep this clean and keep these clean, they'll last arguably a bit longer. I did see in the packaging for this that it is meant to last 10 to 15 uses, and I must be about 9 uses in, and I think it's still going pretty strong, but obviously I'm just going to use them until they lose their stick. I'm not worried about replacing them when they need to be replaced because I do have a good stockpile of sticky gels already, and they sell them separately on the website in case I need to buy more as well. I'm just going to put this in the bag for now and stop swinging it around. But yeah, I really love this thing. I wish I got it so long ago. I can genuinely recommend it to anyone else who is struggling with painful periods or chronic abdominal pain or any of these issues. I think it will help you out. I know for myself, I truly believe in it, and it does have a pretty good, I think, 100-day money back policy, so it's a nice little safety net in case it doesn't work, but in my experience I think it works pretty well. For now I'm certain this little thing will be a big part of my pain management for the future because my pain doesn't seem to be going anywhere, so things like this help me out a lot. And if you have any questions about it or my experience, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to help you out with sharing anything further on my experience in case I didn't answer any potential questions you might have, and I'm sure I will continue to talk about it here and there in case I notice any tips and tricks with it, using it over a longer time frame. But with that, I'll be wrapping up the video here. I just wanted to thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already. But like I said, I will be leaving you here, so hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!